Good afternoon. Today is February 14th, 2023. And I am going to go for the pecan pie again today. And then I got a little story I want to tell you. And it is the story of the Kryptonite Walnut. The story of the Kryptonite Walnut. Here we go. I hit it. Didn't hit it very well, but I did hit it. So I've got 11 more to go. It's a little windy out here too. And I'm a little further away than I normally am because this is the only place I could find without being blasted by the sun. There goes the pecan pie. I shot low. I wasn't taking into account that I'm a little bit further away than I normally am. I've got to aim higher. Thumb knuckle to the point of the cheekbone, and then draw my back, and then let it go on the pull. Boy, I'm way off now. I almost closed my eyes on that shot. What is wrong with me? Come on now. Finally hit it. Miss. It's not too far off. I killed the hay bale. Alright, the story of the Kryptonite Walnut. Let me get here where I'm not right in my face. Alright, in a far away place many years ago, there was a great king. I mean great. And this king had a desire, apparently, to have worshipers that loved him very much. So he decided to create. He was so great, he could actually create people or creatures that would populate his kingdom and that could serve to love him and worship him. Now this king, being so great and so knowledgeable, quickly understood that in order to receive love, he wanted real love. He realized that if he created creatures and put love in them for him, or caused them to love him, that it would be much like a puppet, that he would be pulling the strings of love. But he didn't desire that kind of love. He desired the real kind of love. Unmanipulated, real love. It would be like, honestly, a man can hire a woman to love him, but he knows that she doesn't love him. He's paying her to act like she loves him. Well, this great king knew this. So he had no other choice he was going to have to create his creatures with free will, completely free of any influence from the great king. It was either that or create creatures that he manipulated like puppets. He wanted real love. I just don't seem to be able to hit it. All right, now I'm going to break right here and come right back to you. So, this great king was faced with a dilemma or a paradox. If I create these creatures with the desire that they worship me, and I give them free will, then there's a probably 100% chance that some of them are not going to worship me, but they're going to worship somebody else. And since I'm the great king, there's no way that I can have people in my kingdom that are worshiping another king. So I'll have to deal with that if I do this, go through with this project of creating these creatures with free will. So, the king decided to go ahead with it. And he gave them free will. But now, the king had a son. And the son said, "Okay, father." And another part of this, the king and his son, they were actually, in a sense, the same blood, the same bloodline. But I realized that you want this very badly, and I want it too. So would there be any way to separate those that really loved you from those that do not love you, because you've given them free will? And it was decided, yes, my son, if you go down to their planet where I'm going to create them, and if you sacrifice, become the sacrifice for them, then we will be able to see which of them love us by whether they accept your sacrifice or not. Because this free will, although we can't take it away from them, we can seek to influence their free will. And the son said, but that free will is like a Kryptonite walnut. It's in their brain, and it's a Kryptonite walnut. Here it is right here. Through some of the people that I know, that I have influence with and are friends of mine, they reached into the universe and brought me one of those Kryptonite walnuts. It is the hardest material in the universe. This is what the free will is. This is it. This is the free will. This makes titanium look like a marshmallow. So how are we going to break that? You can't break it with a hammer. They certainly can't break it on their own. Perhaps by my sacrifice, when I become one of them and shed my blood for them, some of them will recognize who we are, that we made them, and they will love us. And so This Kryptonite Walnut is what stands between us and the great King. We can't break it, but we can look at that sacrifice and look at the Son of the great King. And perhaps some kind of spark will be ignited that will show us who the great King and his Son are. You can't do it by yourself. This can't be done by these creatures that the great King invented. But he is able to fill both promises. He won't take your free will away, and he will not make you love him. This is the hardest thing in the universe, the Kryptonite Walnut. All right, this is Gardener Israel, and that is the story. All right, this is Gardener Israel, and that is the story of the Kryptonite Walnut in a nutshell. Signing off.